Hello, YouTube. It is I, Novice, the Wolf Dog, here with another live stream of Steins Gate Reboot. Let's see. I guess we had to like recap. Put that on yeah, this loud audio. Okay. So what? I shall make this a test. I shall make this a test for you. What was the first strange thing, the first anomaly, in your opinion, that happened in the story?
I guess it would be the satellite appearing on the roof.
I see. Very good. Yeah, there were multiple strange occurrences that happened within the first 2 hours of the story. Yeah, the first being the satellite appearing, the people disappearing when Okabe sent Daru a message. Yeah, like when he sent that message, everyone around him disappeared. The satellite was like crashed into the building. And let's see. After that, so like, well, before that, we saw. Why can't I remember the name? Could he see? Could he, like the red-haired woman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Finding a room of seemingly her own blood, but I don't believe it for a second. No, she was just taking a nap. Because within the same day we saw her alive and well performing a lecture. So it seems like she wasn't actually dead. But also the other strange occurrence was when we had a conversation with Daru, the big guy, and it was discovered that the message that we sent was fragmented into several messages that were apparently sent 5 days ago.
Arrived on the 23rd, but his phone shows sent on the 28th.
Right. There's and we also experimented with the phone wave name subject to change, where like apparently it turns the bananas into gelatinous things.
Gel banner.
Yeah, gel banner.
Can I just establish something? So, are you
Yes.
familiar with the first version of this game?
It's like I read it before, but I can't say I'm familiar with like the details. Only like kind of like the main plot points.
So you do know what really happened?
To an extent, yes.
Okay, and I have no idea.
Correct.
Can I reviewed the first chapter, or up to the end, from the start up to the end of the first chapter.
Yeah.
Should I talk about my theories?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, so it seems very clear to me now that the organization and all that stuff is a childish fantasy. None of it's real. And the clue is, it's even more than a clue. During the monologue at the start, which is apparently Rentaro or Akabe,
Yeah.
I'm recounting what we're seeing now. Well, not recounting, but reflecting on his poor choice. He made some kind of disastrous choice in the past, which is what we're seeing now as we're playing through the visual novel. And he refers to he mentions childish fantasies. So that's all of his mad scientist, secret agent stuff. None of it's real, in my opinion.
I see.
And he refers to making some kind of choice, which he describes as a railroad switch, which is some kind of binary choice. A or B. He thought that he was clever, but the hand of conspiracy was always closer than he thought, just waiting for the moment to strike. So I think someone close to him will trick him. And I'm wondering who it will be. Will it be... And also, he did not see what was happening around him or chose to ignore something. So he misinterprets or deliberately misinterprets something, which leads to his disastrous decision.
Very interesting.
So that's definitely him during the monologue at the start. And now I'm just wondering, because there are some clues here. The blue girl, Mayuri, or the blue woman, wears all the blue hats and the blue dresses and things. She's sort of like, he thinks of her as kind of dim-witted, but she's an expert costume designer for cosplaying, and that it's claimed that she rarely wears costumes herself. So I'm just wondering, because we saw what appeared to be the body of Kurisu in the storeroom at the top of the Radican building.
Yeah.
It's very deliberate that we don't see her face. And actually most of the top half of her body is completely in shadow. So I think that's misdirection. I think it may not be her.
Yeah.
It may be a cosplay dress.
I told you, she was sleeping there. Yeah.
Okay. I think it's very obvious that whatever it appears to be, there's something else happening with that. What appears to be a body and appears to be Kurisu. And in fact, Akabe creates the idea. Well, he tells Daru, well, I think she's been stabbed. Well, I don't actually know. He actually says that. So not clear what happened. And around the same time, that metal toy thing, the Upa, disappears, which was prized by Mayuri. And there's a scream, and the scream is later revealed to be a male scream. It's a man. So there's a scream, they rush upstairs, find the body, which we don't even know is Kurisu. So someone, I think, tricks him, and I'm just wondering if there's a cosplay. Could something like that happen? It's not even her. Someone's cosplaying as her. Mayuri is not as dim-witted as she seems, or innocent as she seems. Is Kurisu involved because she's super smart? And during the anime intro sequence, like Kurisu and Rintaro are shown kind of back to back. So I'm just wondering, to become an adversary or something. Those are my theories.
Very interesting theories.
Also, one more thing. Yeah. During the scene where the people disappear from outside the station, it's obviously some kind of glitch in reality and probably an alteration to the timeline, which is caused by time travel. And it even shows what appears to be the time machine during that moment. We see the Nixie tubes with a number.
Maybe the game's thinking it, maybe the game's trying to make you think it's time travel. I mean, if we go by what Kurisu said, time travel should basically be impossible.
Well, there's the thing. He thinks that the original presenter is a fraud, doesn't know what he's talking about, and he likes to interject in these presentations. And he also seems to be angered by Kurisu claiming that it's absurd or not real.
Right.
So, I believe there's an ever-expanding glossary of terms that we could have a look at.
Yes, yeah, that's I almost forgot about that. Yeah, we'll do that as soon as we load the game.
Yeah, there's one other thing.
Yeah.
I said something wrong during the previous stream. There's a reference to a Shoki time travel novel, and I searched for it online and misread the answer, thinking it was Thrice Upon a Time, but apparently it's not clear, but it may even be the original, a meta reference to the original STEINS visual novel.
Potentially. Yeah, I would have no idea, actually. Alright, are we ready to go?
Ready.
Load. Okay. The Brawn Tube Workshop, a specialty shop that deals exclusively in CRT TVs, is found on the first floor of the Ohiyama building near Suehiro-cho. At the very back of the shop stands a rare and massive 42-inch CRT TV. The shop manager, Tenoji Yugo, also owns the building itself. The number of daily customers rarely passes 5, but the shop has somehow managed to survive Akihabara's ever-changing landscape. A shrine found in Akihabara after crossing Menseibashi, hid down a side street, passed beneath the railway tracks, and followed the river. Various stray cats call the shrine grounds their home. Urushi Baraluka's family runs the place. A ritual tool used in Shinto practice, made up of a sakaki branch with paper streaks attached to the tip. By waving over a person during an exorcism, it is believed that any spiritual impurities are assaulted from the person and taken into the Unusa itself. It is an unwritten rule to use this phrase whenever you see someone who looks like a cute girl but is either of unspecified gender or actually a boy. This expression is also used sarcastically with boyish-looking girls. The heroine of Rainet Kakadu, her full name is Nishimura Kirari. She is a smart and athletic girl in 5th grade. She is also cute and has a good personality. Basically the perfect girl. Passionate about fashion, hates mushrooms. Komikiya Market, a massive otaku event held twice a year at the Tokyo Big Site. Every Komima, thousands of artists gather to sell their creations, which range from erotic manga based on popular anime to original figures, music, and games. The next Komima will be held on August 15th. Fujoshi, a term for a female otaku with a particular interest in yaoi or works of fiction that depict homosexual relationships between men, does not apply to female otaku in general. Seishin Zanma, a school of demons selling swordplay granted by Hoing Kyoma Ansu Urushi Baraluka, who fixed the practice as a descendant of one of Akihabara's guardians. It also serves as a method of mental discipline that tempers the wicked flames slumbering within Luca's body. When enacted using the cursed blade Samedare, the true power of the techniques can be unlocked. That's the story Okabe made up at least. Typically, male enthusiasts who frequently appear at event venues carrying expensive single-lens cameras. They tend to gravitate toward taking lots of photos of scantily dressed women. They are amateurs because they do it as a hobby rather than a profession. Some neighborhoods of Tokyo, such as Akihabara, close major streets on busy shopping days. This effectively turns the street into one big sidewalk, facilitating pedestrian access. A shrine to the west of Akihabara overlooking the Moe town. It is the Edo Guardian Shrine Okuninushi, aka Daikoku-sama, and Taira no Masakado. It is about a 10-minute walk from Akihabara Station and roughly 5 minutes from the Future Gadget Lab. A bridge spanning the Kanda River is located at the southern end of Akihabara's electric town. The first Manseibashi Bridge stood at a different location from the current one and was originally called Yorozu Yobashi. After the construction of the new Manseibashi at the present location, the original bridge was renamed Moto Manseibashi until it was eventually dismantled in 1906. The current arched Manseibashi was completed in 1930 following reconstruction after the Great Kanto earthquake. Self-consistency principle. The Novikov self-consistency principle asserts that even if someone time travels to the past and attempts to create a time paradox, an unseen force would intervene, preventing the action from being carried out at all costs. Schlocky, a term referring to something low quality, garish, or techie. Schlocky books often contain far-fetched, almost delusional logic. A lot of these conspiratorial books can delve into paranormal theory, UFOs, occult phenomena, and other such ramblings. A law of physics stating that when chemical changes such as combustion or thermal decomposition occurs, the total mass of the substances involved remain unchanged. As an example, when hydrogen and oxygen react to form water, the combined mass of the hydrogen and oxygen is the same as the mass of the water produced. A contradiction occurs when someone time travels to the past and takes actions that change the original course of history. One of the most famous examples is the grandfather paradox. If a person goes back in time and kills their grandfather before they themselves are born, then there is no way in which they could have existed to kill their grandfather in the first place. Some use this contradiction to argue that time travel is impossible. Many theories have also been proposed as counterpoints, but all of it is simply a thought experiment. A scientific and philosophical principle that states that every event has a cause, and it is by that cause that an effect is produced. The theory of relativity is founded upon this principle. However, quantum physicists have observed microscale phenomena that do not appear to obey the principle of causality. In special relativity, a phenomenon originating from the fact that time slows down as an object approaches the speed of light. For example, imagine that an astronaut travels to a nearby star and back at close to the speed of light. This trip might take a few years from the astronaut's perspective, but he would return to Earth to find that thousands of years had passed in his absence. I guess like Interstellar, like kind of plays with this sort of idea. Los Angeles, a city on America's west coast, originates from a 1980s trilogy of Hollywood movies about time machines and time paradoxes. In the first movie, the inventor of the time machine said that it needed 1.21 gigawatts of power to travel through time. In reality, the unit gigawatt does not exist. The scriptwriter made a spelling mistake. The correct unit is gigawatt. Oh, shit. Here. In physics, the theory that all matter in the universe is composed of strings, the vibrations of which manifest as the elementary particles. This theory, which posits 11 dimensions, is currently impossible to prove experimentally. However, it is said that if this theory is proven, it will explain all phenomena from the birth and scope of the universe on the macro level to elementary particles like quarks on a micro level. The smallest unit of matter, however, the definition of what constitutes an elementary particle is unclear. Certain elementary particles have a corresponding antiparticle of opposite charge. Referring to both Einstein's theory of relativity published in 1905 and his general theory of relativity published in 1916, represented by the famous equation E equals mc squared. The special theory of relativity is defined by the following axioms. Objects cannot travel faster than the speed of light. As velocity approaches the speed of light, the passage of time approaches zero. As velocity approaches the speed of light, length approaches zero. As velocity approaches the speed of light, mass approaches infinity. The general theory of relativity adds the following axioms. In the presence of large gravitational fields, the passage of time slows down. In the presence of large gravitational fields, space curves. In the presence of large gravitational fields, the mass increases. Einstein. Albert Einstein, a German-born Jew. He is often referred to as the father of modern physics and is known for his many foundational achievements, including the theory of special relativity and the theory of general relativity. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. Born in 1879, he died in 1955. Knit slang, also known as for the win. It's an exclamation of excitement and joy. Louise Chan, the main heroine of the anime The Familiar of 10, a tsundere. Her voice actress is the queen of tsunderes, Sugimiya Rie, nicknamed Sugyu. A university in Kanda, Tokyo, established in 1949, was originally an electric engineering school founded in 1907. It is dedicated to thorough development of science and technology by educating scientists and engineers. Its founding principle is practicality is key. Its educational and research ethos is people are technology. Due to the location of its campus, it has close ties to the development of Akihabara's electronics district. Short for Akihabara Technoforum, a meeting hall located inside Daibiru. Several universities and research institutions hold special seminars there. A skyscraper with offices in a commerce center that opened alongside UPX in 2003, connected to UPX by overpass. Hund's rule, the rule governing the placement of an atom's electrons. Orbitals of the same energy are each filled with one electron of the same spin before any are filled with a second, also known as Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity.
Wait a moment. It's mentioned during the discussion of the phone wave name subject to change.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, continue.
Future gadget number 7, a gadget created by an arranging 12 6-inch CRT monitors in the sphere. Small CMOS cameras are installed in the gaps between the monitors, each connected to the monitor on the opposite side of the sphere. This attempt at practical optical camouflage is the greatest masterpiece upon the completed future gadgets, but its sheer size makes it difficult to store. Its name is derived from the sci-fi manga Ghost in the Husk, which has an anime adaptation. Future gadget number 6, a red chemical glow stick with a handle attached, allowing one to grip it like a sword. Made possible not just with Future Gadget laboratory hardware, but also with chemical knowledge, inspired by Spark Wars, a series of epic sci-fi movies. Yeah, Spark Wars, not Star Wars. Future gadget number 5, created by combining a dryer and a vacuum. The dryer is operated under the exhaust of the vacuum. Its name is reference to the popular anime Lupin's the Third. I think that's supposed to be Lupin. I've never seen that actually. Number 4, an instant superhumidifier uses electric heating coils to quickly boil a large volume of water. This generates enough steam to fill a room of 12 square meters, though it can only be operated continuously for a few seconds. It looks like a Claymore landmine, which appeals to military otaku. Its name is a reference to the stealth action game Metal Moa Solid Rising. Yeah, that's supposed to be Metal Gear Solid. Number 3, a lie detector based on thumb perspiration. Though it might be more appropriate to call it a sweat detector, you have to admit it's a pretty clever invention. Its name is a reference to the classic manga Juju's Bizarre Adventure, also known as JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Number 2, a CCD camera mounted to a bamboo toy helicopter. The camera is attached to the helicopter's fulcrum, allowing it to record aerial footage unpowered. However, the image is rotating at high speed, so you might get dizzy if you keep looking at it. Name originates from the sci-fi manga 22 Emon. I don't know what it is. Number 1, the very first future gadget, a toy ray gun with a TV remote jammed inside. You can change channels by pointing it at the TV and pulling the trigger. However, the only supported button is Channel Plus. No other buttons like volume are usable. To turn the TV on, you must manually flip the switch on the TV. Its name is a reference to the classic Japanese robot anime Mobile Jacket Gundam. Reference to Mobile Suit Gundam, not Gundam. Serendipity, the ability to discover something valuable when looking for something else. The microwave oven was born through serendipity.
Yes.
A cooking appliance which heats food by bombarding it with microwaves, originally called the radar range. The microwave was invented when a radar technician accidentally discovered that electromagnetic waves could warm food. Afterward, research continued and the consumer appliance version was launched in America in 1947. It emits electromagnetic waves at a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz. This is a special frequency known as ISM band, which is also used by wireless LAN devices. Consumer grade output is around 500 to 1000 watts, and commercial grade output is around 1500 to 2000 watts. Doc P, a carbonated drink with distinct medicinal flavor.
Yes, not Dr. Pepper.
The main job was building Akihabara. Short for laboratory member, the designation refers to an official member of the Future Gadget Lab. Once someone becomes a lab mem, they are hence permitted to freely use the lab. Each lab mem is assigned a number matching the order in which they joined. A stylish, shortened term for the Future Gadget Laboratory. A laboratory that's more like a silly invention club run by students. Its founder Okabe Rentaro claims it to be the base for his ambition to rewrite the world's ruling structure. Starting at the Akihabara station, head down Chuodori and take a lift towards Kuramaibashi Dori at Suedocho station. Before the next traffic light, you'll spy a narrow alley. Down the alley stands the rundown Ohiyama building. The laboratory is on the second floor. also called an offkai, where members of an internet community meet in real life. A type of game that includes interactivity in its system, progressing in a way that feels as though the player is engaging in dialogue with the characters within. Alpaca, a mammal related to the camel. Average weight 50 to 55 kilograms, average length around 2 meters, habitat Peru, Bolivia, Chile. Recently, alpacas can even be found in America and New Zealand. Unlike camels, alpacas do not have humps. Their bodies are covered with fluffy fur. I mean, why would I say? Wait, why would I say fluffy like that? That's weird. Anyway, due to their strangely long necks and charming faces, they have some popularity as an ugly, cute animal. Net slang, textbook phrasing is "cool story, bro," suggesting incredulous disbelief and general dismissal of something one has just heard. Chunibyo, literally 8th grader syndrome, a term referring to a mindset exhibited primarily by teenage males, also uses a derogatory term to refer to older people who still exhibit this mindset. Characterized by an affected attitude of nihilism or cynicism, extreme self-centeredness, delusions of power or superiority, and a consuming fear of being treated as a child. The person exhibiting these symptoms believes that they are cool, but most observers find them pathetic. Chunibyo, which is often abbreviated Chuni, also refers to the fictional tropes that teenage males often enjoy, such as ancient conspiracies, superpowers, especially powers sealed in a character's eye or arm, Norse mythology, battles for the fate of the multiverse, etc. The consummate Chunibyo case will work such elements into his own personal lore. Okading is a textbook example. You take that back. Net slang, an otaku's most dearly beloved fictional 2D character. The gender of both the otaku and the chosen 2D characters does not matter. A waifu is a waifu. There is no limit to how many waifus one can hoard, and it's not uncommon for people to have multiple.
Can you just go back up to Chunibyo? 8th grader syndrome.
Yeah.
Older people still exhibit this. Yes, this seems to be a description of Rentaro. This is what he's doing, I think.
Maybe.
Okay, scroll down. Yes.
It lies.
So he's created his own personal law. That's what he's doing.
No.
Okay, go. Continue.
Female character in an anime, game, or manga. Don't look at me. On the internet, it is an unwritten rule to say this whenever you see an image of someone or something looking towards the camera. @channel, Japan's most popular message board, covers a wide variety of topics from hacking to cooking to anime to current events. As particularly popular tennis manga that was serialized in one of Japan's shonen manga magazines and later adapted into an anime, it enjoys especially strong popularity among female fans. Despite being centered on tennis, the series features bombastic special moves that make it look more like a battle manga, creating a highly distinctive and unique world. Malformed version of duh used to mock intelligence, net slang. Super hacker, a tremendously skilled hacker, or at least someone who claims to be one. The phrase "my friend's a hacker so he can easily find out who you are" often appears during arguments on the internet. People mockingly call the obviously non-existent hacker a hacker. An abbreviation of costume play, to dress up in costume, most often as a fictional character. People who cosplay are called cosplayers, which can be shortened to layers. Many cosplayers make their own costumes. A television monitor that makes use of bronze tubes or cathode ray tubes, CRTs. A device called an electron gun fires electrons towards a phosphorus screen, causing it to emit light and display images. In Japan, from the start of television broadcasting in the 1950s until the widespread adoption of flat panel televisions in the 2000s, the term TV generally referred to as CRT TV. Due to the nature of CRTs, these televisions required significant depth, and their screens have a 4:3 aspect ratio. Oopa, a mascot character from the TV anime Rainet Axis Battlers, a virtual pet with a rotund body, short limbs, and a dog-like appearance. It appears in a variety of colors, though it does not speak. It is able to communicate its intentions through gestures, and vocalizations, such as oopa and oopa.
Now this is, I think, what the first scientist
is
is referring to.
And this is why.
Yeah, Dr. Nakabachi. Yeah.
And Mintaro dismissed him as a fraud because of this. Now,
Hmm.
apparently, this is a real thing that's referring to.
A self-complained time traveler from 2036 who appeared on an American internet message board in November of 2000. The internet went into an uproar, flooding the board with questions and debate. Taito posted pictures of his time machine and his control manual, as well as diagrams illustrating time machine mechanics. He also disclosed information on near-future events, time travel physics, history intervention, the multiverse, timelines, and world lines. And then 4 months after his appearance, he left a comment saying, "I will be leaving this world line shortly, and this will be my final post," and disappeared. A popular manga serialized in Loco Comics, the first season of the anime adaptation is currently airing on TOTV. Although the series is ostensibly aimed at children, the realistic things depicted also appeal to adults. More and more children are learning about the internet through this anime. It has reached a point where some scholars claim that children are better informed than their parents with regard to the internet issues. Some people are even calling this new generation Reinich children. Some politicians and organizations have strongly criticized the series for encouraging children to become shut-ins by idealizing boys and girls who are obsessed with computers. However, a majority of adults praise the series for teaching children about the possibilities of the internet, internet morality, copyright infringement, and privacy protection. This has contributed to Reinet's success. Although the series stimulates intellectual curiosity, it is not merely an educational program. As Kakaru battles terrorists in cyberspace, his techniques and programs are represented as virtual robots, while his enemies' viruses take the form of monsters. This makes the confrontations easy to visualize, with well-timed perspective changes depicting both the protagonist's techniques inside the computer and his friends' teamwork outside the computer. A vending machine dispenses small toys at random. One cannot tell what the toy is before opening the capsule. Waves that exhibit properties of both electricity and magnetism, first formally postulated by Maxwell in 1864. The electric field and magnetic field's oscillations cause them to mutually propagate each other, resulting in a wave that radiates through its surroundings. That is why it's called electromagnetic radiation. EM waves are divided by frequency into radio waves, infrared lights, visible lights, ultraviolet lights, X-rays, and gamma rays. Radicon, Akihabara's Radio Kaikon, an 8-story multi-tenant building conveniently located in front of Akihabara Station. It contains various stores, many of which are computer shops and hobby shops. On the 7th floor, there is a plaque that marks it as the birthplace of the personal computer. True name, the name that describes one's true essence, the soul name. A machine that makes it possible to travel back and forth between the past and the future. The process is called time travel, and the person who uses this process is called a time traveler. Such machines appear mainly in science fiction movies, manga, and novels. Time machines vary in form depending on the work of fiction, ranging from vehicles to specialized devices. The organization is the organization. Nothing more, nothing less. Its full name is something else, but even uttering the name is a death wish. For that reason, all who know of its existence call it simply the organization. And I think that's all of them.
And that's the end of the stream.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad everyone was here for that. Anyway. Once it got dark, I started looking for more information on the mass disappearance phenomenon and Maki Sekirisu's stabbing. I searched through a number of news sites, only to turn up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? But while I was looking at channel, I noticed that the thread was posted by John Titor. Wait, John Titor is back? I know a fair bit about him. John Titor appeared on an American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. He said his purpose in coming back from the year 2036 was to find an old computer called an IBM 5100. All the anons on that side ended up kicking up quite a stir in response to his posts. The logs of those discussions linger even now, in the faded halls of the internet. Taito also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. For example, he made startling predictions about the Iraq War and the spread of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease.
Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. It's mad cow disease.
Okay. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after about 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. He certainly did get some things right, yet many of his predictions were equally inaccurate, and even his own posts contradicted themselves at times. The prevailing conclusion about him in the modern day is that he was simply playing a role, not a real time traveler. But now it seems John Titor has appeared on 8chan in Japan after a decade of absence. It's positively absurd. The whole thing reeks of trolling. First of all, John Titor is American, yet now he's posting on 8chan in Japanese. I do not expect any of you to believe that I came from the year 2036. Yet I see that the denizens of this world line would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in the year 2034. So this is on the 28th of August 2010. Time travel, lol, John Titor, Lamau. More deets on time machine. Do they sell time machines? Can I get one? I got about 100 million yen. Send me one? CERN holds a monopoly over time machines. Not even the mightiest nations on Earth can acquire one, let alone private citizens. CERN used their time machine to seize power. By 2036, global society is a complete dystopia. War and conflict are a thing of the past, but it is a false peace founded on a complete surrender of liberty. What does more deets mean? Why are you in this time then? Was the Akiba satellite crash because of you? Hold up, you guys. Titor doesn't get 8chan slang. Let's take things slow with him. If you know what I mean, wink. Get a trip code, dipshit. I came here to change my present, from your perspective, your future. My mission is to dismantle CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. My experience in this era so far has been wonderful. You're all so free. But that will come to an end in just 20 short years. It is of the greatest importance that you heed on me and what the future has in store. What is a trip code? If you tell me, I will look into it. You said only CERN has time machines? So if you have a time machine, then argue with CERN? So you're not trying to stop CERN's dystopia, fucking fraud. QED. What a dystopia anyway. Cool story, bro. The world's just not gonna stop doing everything it's been doing in less than 20 years. Haven't you seen that shit in the Middle East? You're legit nuts if you think they'll stop fighting. Quit reading manga and get a job, lol. What gives you the right to play God and try changing the future just because it suits you? I don't give a fuck if it's a dystopia so long as it's peaceful. My time machine is something of a prototype, reverse engineered from Solon's CERN technology. It's rather limited compared to theirs. Oh shit, fuck. In the year 2036, the world is governed by a single all-powerful body. They control every aspect of our lives, from what we eat to where we live and whom we marry. We have no privacy and no individual choice. Any who dares oppose their methods are summarily eliminated without trial. In the movies and stuff, small changes in the past cause big changes in the future. You already changed the present by coming here, so like, what if you're already making weird changes to the future just by that? Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? Lol. OP is a troll. We should find his dad and kill him, am I right? Because then this time traveler Lamau won't get born and we won't have to listen to this bullshit. Is it possible to meet your past self if you time travel? Can you do self-assist? What you refer to is the so-called grandfather paradox. Yet that theory has been debunked in my time. Per the measurements indicated by my equipment, this world line has a divergence of 0.571024% versus the world line I came from. Killing my father would certainly alter the world line's divergence further. The result will be a world in which my father is dead. However, it would not erase the world in which my father is alive. I would persist. CERN is a particle physics research institution that remains the same in 2036. It is indeed possible to meet your past self. Scientific consensus in my era is that nothing in particular would happen. I have met my past self, however. If you're really a time traveler, lol, then make with the proof. Post time machines pics or get the fuck out. You mean the many worlds interpretation? Slow down, my guy. Research institution taking over the planet. Lol, what? I have no need to prove I am what I say I am. I only post these messages as a matter of personal interest. I shall carry out what I need to do in accordance with my mission. Nothing is more important than that. What's a world line? Can you make yourself from another world line? What happens if you do that? 476. Late reply, but a trip code is a way to identify posters. Put a hashtag password after your name. Lamau, backpedaling champ. World lines are akin to an infinite number of rivers that flow in parallel. They constantly branch out into new world lines along their path. This is what we call divergence. Take posting on this message board for example. It has minimal effect on this world line's divergence. But if you were murdered for example, then divergence would change. That would only change by a value of 0.000002%, if even that. A single human death isn't all that meaningful on a global level. Wars, natural disasters, terrorist acts, and other events capable of widespread death and destruction have a far greater effect on divergence. Thank you for teaching me about trip codes. I will use this one in the future if I remember to. I've grown quite weary, so let's pick up from here tomorrow. It was fun talking to you all. I read through the entire thread, but archives were already popping up. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. He's not even a convincing fake, he's just copying stuff from the US posts 10 years ago. The posters on @channel are all pretty intense people. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the Anons responding differently than I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archived in English for one thing. Plenty of blogs about Titor in Japanese too. I entered John Titor's name into a search engine. Huh? 12 matches? Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's posting on @channel. I can't find a single trace of the title from 10 years ago. I tried searching in English with quotation marks around the name for more specific results, but again, barely anything. Bizarre, just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I tried searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Is this another organization conspiracy? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this. These past 2 days I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. Hold on, I just remembered. I know I purchased a book about Titor a few days ago. I scoured a bookshop for it, but it's nowhere to be found. It's supposed to be right here. Impossible. How could this be? I'll call Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. Yup. It's me. Report. Okurin, dude, you really gonna do this on the phone too? Are you aware that John Titor has returned? Didn't I just ask you to quit being a weirdo? Can you come to the lab right now? Are you nuts? Check the damn time. With my hands tied, I arranged to meet with him tomorrow at our usual maid cafe haunt, May Queen plus Nian squared. May Queen plus Nian squared is more or less right on my doorstep, only 3 minutes away. Coming from Kuramaibashi Dori, take a lift at Sumakoisaka Crossing and you'll find it. Since my meeting with Dara is scheduled for the afternoon, I take the morning to handle some university stuff before heading over. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radikan incident. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and bustling events, but this gathering puts a festival to shame. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in mind, I return my gaze to the street. Directly before me stands a woman holding her phone up to eye level. Huh? Oh, excuse me. The lens of her phone's camera is plainly pointed right at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. She snapped me? The organization is in hot pursuit. I must eliminate any possibility that a photo of me could be leaked at all costs. Wait! Hey, you have the phone camera. Wait, please wait. Yeah, you can be the lady.
What?
The woman turns back to me, pointing her phone at my face once more. Hey, no pictures. Are you with the organization? She completely ignores my objection. She's just staring at her phone screen. Answer my question. Are you with the organization? If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures. A man like me is not to be underestimated. You're not? Even if you're not, you still can't be doing that. If the organization learns that you have a picture of me on your person, their wicked hands will soon grasp for you. I need you to delete that picture immediately. Is she even listening?
Sorry if I upset you.
Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo.
I was shooting the scenery.
The scenery? What are you, a tourist?
It's proof of where I was today.
You're a strange lady.
Can you say that?
Kiryu Moeka.
Kiryu Moeka.
Good job.
My name.
I guess she's introducing herself. That wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. It's nice and all, but I just want her to delete that photo.
I have a question for you, may I?
First, the photo.
There's an urban legend around Akihabara. Have you heard of it?
An urban legend? What is she talking about?
The Phantom Retro PC.
Retro PC?
They say there's one in Akihabara.
What, you mean like the 98 or something? That's the first model that comes to mind, but are 98s really that hard to find?
No, this.
She holds out her phone, showing me the image on it. Looks kind of familiar.
An IBM, totally not IBM, 5100.
Oh, that's the PC John Tito's been trying to find.
You've seen one?
No, I've only heard the name. Coincidence? No. This could be the choice of STEINS Gate.
Know anyone who might know?
Daru probably knows more about it. He's not only my favorite right arm, he's a magnificent super hacker as well. I'll have you know he's capable of hacking MI6's core database on a whim. The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Wait, I nearly forgot. I'm headed to the Make Cafe to meet Daru. I don't have time to be willing away to hours with deranged woman. I'll be on my way, but ma'am, try the media scrum in moderation. I tried to make a smooth exit, one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I could disappear into the crowd. What are you doing?
Your email, please.
What are you after?
The super hacker.
I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I refuse! I'll never go with Daru! I'm perturbed. She shows me her phone again. On the screen is a picture of me that she took. Yeah! You still have deleted it?
Tell me, and I'll delete it.
You dare blackmail me? Who do you work for?
I work part-time at Arc Rewrite,
What's that?
an editorial company here in Akihabara.
Well, his company is writes articles for magazines. Wait, You plan on publishing my picture without permission, don't you? The mad scientist of Akiba unveiled. I can see the headlines now. That's all the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice. Very well, I accept your terms. At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I pull up my email address and show it to her. The woman is typing with terrifying speed, faster than my fingers could ever dream of. It seems she has finished entering my email address. It can't have taken longer than 5 seconds. Of course, this woman is an Isper. I dub her power Shining Finger. She can type 255 crisp words per minute. Any poor soul that receives one of her emails shall die.
Yeah, just very good example of his childish fantasies.
No, but she can actually do that, right?
Name?
Hyoin Kyoma, man the scientist. Changes my name with her head tilted to the side.
Like this?
What the hell is this? Are you mocking me? Hyoin Kyoma. Hyoin Kyoma, the Phoenix, the Temple, and the Terrible Truth.
Huh?
The Phoenix, the Temple, and the Terrible Truth. Just give me your phone. I'll order it myself. But the woman swiftly avoids me, keeping her phone out of my reach. It feels as if she's predicting my entire personhood. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand her phone over, so I asked for her address instead. I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot it already, so I enter her as Shining Finger. I don't need to type anything, it's just to give her my name. I already put her in my contacts, just send a blank email to Shining Finger. And send.
Kabe. Rintaro?
What? How do you know that name?
From the blank email.
Damn, my email is still linked to my real name. I must change it at once. That's just my alias. I'll send another one with my true.
No, this is fine.
Nonsense! I am not Okabe Rintaro, but Hyoin Kyoma! Did you delete the picture? She nods slightly, I think.
I'll email you later. So ask, okay?
About what?
The urban legend.
Ah, that. I almost forgot. With that, Shiny Finger wanders off. Welcome back, Measter. Let's open the door to Maid Queen plus Neon Squared. I find myself greeted by 2 cat-eared maids. It's Ocarine! One of the 2 is Mayuri. She happens to work at this establishment under the alias of Mayushi Nyan Nyan. Ocarine, welcome back! Hey, you're Ocarine! Mayushi just noticed something! If you combine Ocarine with welcome, you get Welcomearine! That's great. Yoma, it's great that you came, Nya. The other maid is Faris Nyan Nyan. She's the #1 maid at the cafe here. She likes to try and charm you with the diddly chain combo of big ol' lies and cat-like mannerisms. Dodonan's here too. He's been waiting, yeah. Never frequents this cafe because he's got a crush on Faris. Personally, I don't play well with this cat. She always finds a way to one-up me. Are you holding another secret meeting to overthrow the evil organization, yeah? Yeah, something like that. Faris wants to join too, yeah? No chance. The organization is imprisoned by cat-eared maids. Not true, Nya. Ferris has the perfect secret technique to help take them down. What? You finally mastered that secret technique? Yes, Nya. After completing my pilgrimage to the Guyana Highlands of overcoming my mentor's death, I finally mastered it. So Ferris wants to participate in the spirit conference like you promised, Nya. You're not suggesting we venture into the sanctuary? The answer is no. Although you may understand the hidden secrets, you are still too inexperienced. But you promised, Nya. Are you going to betray me? My brother is waiting for me there. Since when do you have a brother? And what the hell is the spirit conference anyway? Whenever I talk with her, I run out of comebacks, which is really unusual for me. And then she takes the initiative, leaving me with nothing but to do but listen to her fantasies. I mean, come on, you don't need to take it so far. There's a very clear difference between her stories and mine. As anyone can see, I speak nothing but the truth, while Ferris has only delusions and made-up lore. I always have to play along. That's why I feel like I can never best her. I don't get it, but I'd like to come to the sanctuary too. Doesn't it sound nice? You can't come. This discussion is over. No fear, Kiyoma. That's right, Ocarine. You're being too mean to Mayushi and Ferris-chan. Who's Ferris? Ferris-chan is Ferris-chan, isn't she? Right. Is she talking about this Ferris? Is that her real name? Have I been mistaken all this time? That's a disturbing thought. Mayushi just finds it harder to say Ferris, so I like to call her Ferris-chan instead. Oh, so that's it. It's like nicknames in a girl's school, it's not too tabby. Show me to the table already. How long do you want me to stand here waiting? Nya, sorry, Nya. Table for two. This way, Nyan. She guides me to Dara's table. You're way late. Seriously, man. So, due to what you were talking to Ferris-chan about, Nyao? You really want to know? I don't think you'd understand it. Hell, even I didn't get most of it. Something more than an amalgam of fantasy and delusion. The usual. Your conversations are way too much for regular otaku, man. You've both got this kind of aura, you know? You two are out here projecting your own reality marble. I can't forgive it. I'm not even close to keeping up with her. So, what did you need? That's right. In my confrontations with Shining Finger and Catgirl, I almost forgot my original objective. I was gonna head to the lab in about an hour. You remember Don Titor? John Titor? Who's that? That self-proclaimed time traveler who showed up on the American net about 10 years back. We've definitely chatted about him before. Is this a new addition to your made-up lore? It's nothing like that. Everything I say is the truth. Man, pain in the ass. Fine, I'll play along. So what's the source on this Taito guy being a time traveler? Wait, you seriously never heard about him before? Legit the first time I'm hearing about it, bro. Sure you didn't just forget? I can't say for sure. There are even books about him. I might remember if you showed me one. You really don't remember? Memories fade. We're not computers, man. I vividly recall discussing John Title with Daru during our high school days. I suppose it was nothing more than idle chatter, so it didn't make sense if Daru had already forgotten. That was quite the internet addict after all. The internet lets you choose only the information that you want to see. There's no guarantee Daru ever looked anything up about John Title since he became glued to his PC. If he had, I doubt he would have forgotten so completely. Is it my memories that are mistaken, or everyone else's? Then what about the IBM 5100? Whoa, you know about that? Cool. So you know about it. It's the model IBM released back in 1975. That's right, the John Title from 10 years ago mentioned that on an American message board. He traveled to 1975 first, obtained an IBM 5100, then leaped to 1998. What kind of computer is it? The stupid expensive kind. Back when it came out, computers were so expensive that average people couldn't get their hands on them. It was a pretty solid PC for the time, chock full of IBM's proprietary tech and stuff. Then 6 years later, in 1981, IBN launched a popular IBN PC series. Now that's more famous. But TBH, anything that I know about the IBN 5100 only goes as far as its wiki page. Have you heard the urban legend that there's one in Akiba? You bet I have. Just last month there was a big talk about it on the net. A bunch of at-champ folks heard about it and started pouring through all the shops in Akiba looking for it. My buddy on Fripara, Gejini, was the main ringleader behind that. Even the legendary Neidhart der Blitzschnell joined the fray, but they still couldn't find it. So it's just a hoax? Don't know about that. There's plenty of underground shops in Akiba. Wouldn't surprise me if an IBN showed up in some hole in the wall spot. I see. My phone suddenly starts vibrating. Oh, that's you.
Hoon-san. Can you say it? No, Maitland.
Hoen-san.
Hoen-san.
Yeah, that's good, that's good.
I mailed you as soon as I could. My name is Kiryu Moeka. I'm 20 years old and a freeter. I told you I work part-time at an editorial company, right? Sorry I took your photo out of nowhere earlier. I didn't mean anything by it. It was for work, see? I needed shots of the Akiba streetscape, so I was just taking photos at random without really thinking about it. Since that weird satellite incident happened, I was kind of hoping I could snap a scoop nearby, lol. But the photos I took were just test shots. They're not going to go in anything, so don't worry. That's why it was on my phone camera, you know? A little lame, but it is what it is. You didn't need to beg me to delete them or anything, because I wasn't even going to use them in the first place. Anyway, main point. This is super duper rude, and I know it, but can you please times 1000 ask the super hacker about the urban legend? Thanks. I'm super bad with computer stuff, so I don't even know the first thing about that IBN 5100 thingy. All I had to go off was that pic I showed you. Now let me attach it actually. You have to reply, okay? I'll be waiting on you. Oh, also, I'd really like it if you gave me your super hacker friend's contact info. I'll text you, okay? Actually, it's fine. I'll just do it anyway. So yeah, I'll text you again about it soon. Like it or not, Moika.
It's like, yeah, complete opposite of what she came off as. Also, this mail. Disregarding the weird timing, is this really the gloomy, unsociable woman I met in front of Vatican? I can't believe she's already so friendly, considering we just exchanged addresses. She's like a completely different person in this email. Does she have split personalities or something? I tell Daru to hold on for a moment as I text back my response. It's not like I trust her, but I figure I should tell her what I learned from Daru. There are definitely rumors of an IBN 5100 in Akiba, but it's an extremely rare PC. A lot of hardcore PC enthusiasts searched all of Akihabara about a month ago, but came up with nothing. Given how rare it is, it's not likely to be found anywhere around here. L, Sai, Kongru. Message complete. That should do it. One last thing I wanted to confirm with you, Daru. The IBM 5100 has the power to destroy the world, right? What? It doesn't have the power to do anything, let alone destroy the whole damn world. What's this, Nya? The world's gonna be destroyed, Nya? Master, thanks for waiting, Nyan Nyan. Omelette rice, Nyan. Ferris brings the food to our table. She places the omu rice on the table and pulls a bottle of ketchup from her apron pocket. Then she artfully squeezes out the words, "The world is doomed," across the yellow omelette's canvas. Please enjoy your meal before the world ends. Whoa, the world is doomed for the win. Ferris's handwriting is so cute it puts my omelet in danger too. Daru Nyan, have you considered participating in the Ferris Cup, Nyan? Yeah, of course I'm participating. Ferris Cup? What's that? Next Sunday, we're hosting a Right Knit tournament at the cafe, Nyan. Ferris, the event organizer, is all my dear Nyan. You can join if you like. Kioma, Nyan. The entry fee is 1,000 yen, drinks included. If you manage to beat Ferris, you'll get a home-cooked meal as your prize, Nyan. Not happening. Ogling doesn't know jack about Right Knit. Yeah, but it's so fun. Looking disappointed, Ferris meowed her way back to the counter. Not even a mouthfuls of omelette rice could stop Dara's rambling about Ferris. His passion is truly overwhelming. Ferris is a hardcore Right Knitter. If you know, you know. She hasn't been defeated in over 400 games. Is she Riksung Gracie? It's a real shame Ferris Tan doesn't complete in the official tourneys. She'd wipe the floor with everyone, TBH. Why doesn't she? She's gotta be doing it for the customers, you know? Probably doesn't want to inconvenience the store. She's one model maid. Also, she's Mayushi's age, so she probably has school too. She doesn't want to inconvenience the store, yet she's holding the Paris Cup here. That doesn't matter at all. Point is, Ferris Tan is cute. And cuteness is justice. Cute cat-eared lolly type maids are sweet, if you know what I mean. That's all that matters in the end. So in the end, do you bat for the 2D team or the 3D team? I dare say I'm bi. Okay. You're an inspiration, Daru. I know, man. Sorry, not sorry. Daru usually doesn't show enthusiasm for anything. The exceptions are Moe and Ferris. I wish you were this passionate about our experiments. Oh my god. That character's gonna kill my throat. I had to pull Daru away from Ferris so we could return to the lab. We arrived to find it hotter than a sauna in hell. I quickly opened the windows, letting a small breeze blow in. It won't be enough. I really wish we had an air conditioner. Just come to Australia. There's air conditioners everywhere. I turn on the computer. The PC here is for shared use by the lab mims. It still has an old CRT monitor, so it doesn't exactly look like much. Looks like Taito is still at Chan's favorite locale today. Guess I'll peek in on the fridge. I see that you would all like to know more about my time machine. Allow me to explain, but please understand that it cannot be reproduced with your current technology. Various critical components won't exist until CERN completes them in 2034. Time travel works with gravity alteration. Functionally, you can think of it as an application of the twin paradox, but that alone is not sufficient to reverse time. Still here, Faker? You're irritating. Buzz off. So you have gravity manipulation? Not bad, but still not enough for top tier's power scaling. The twin paradox, like the Ueshima effect? That's about slowing time down, not making it go backwards. Who gives a fuck about the time machine? Stock market prices, please. It uses Typler cylinders and curved black holes, doesn't it? That's precisely what you said 10 years ago. And your time machine is a 1970s Chevy. I already know the full story. Oh my god, shut the fuck up, you stupid chuny bitch. Twin paradox and Urashima effect are two different things, Time traveler, lol. John Titor, Lamau. Chevy, American car? I'd rather go German. BMW for the win. Typler cylinder, is that referring to the Typler machine? Lol, what? A Typler cylinder would need to be 10 kilometers in diameter, 1,000 kilometers long, have mass equal to the sun, and revolve 2,500 times per second if you wanted it to be a time machine, lol. How are you gonna store that onto a Chevy? Even if you could, a Typler machine can go any farther back in time than the moment of its own creation. Enough of your rambling. Stop using @chain as your personal blog. I'd rather hear from Titor. I must admit I'm shocked. Are there really people in this era that know about my time machine? Did you really encounter me 10 years ago? If that's the case, then Hoing Kyoma must have encountered me on another world line. At the very least, I have never been to the year 2000. More to the point, a rotating black hole is the same effect as a Typler cylinder when it comes to time traveler. You can learn a bit more about curved black holes by studying the Penrose diagram or looking into Typler's calculations. My time machine operates by generating a pair of curved black holes to work in tandem. In Japanese, please. Title showed up 10 years ago. Source on that? Oh, I just realized that's supposed to be like source, not source. Okay. What the fuck is a curved black hole? Explain using titties, oh erotic one. What? I'll pay you 1,000 yen for a spin on your time machine. Not going any higher than that. Solstice Howell-san's schizo-brain lol, legit story. He didn't deny it, lol. Okay, .jpg, guess we're riding Howell-wing's crazy train, hope you like rigs. Curved black hole time travel is possible in theory, except here's the thing. 1. How do you get black holes to spin? And there could be any nonsense about waiting to find one spinning naturally. 2. How exactly do you pass through the singularity? Doubt a Chevy can withstand it. Why are your explanations so brief, John? You stupid? Wanna die? Where's my freaking stock prices? Rah! What I speak of is no delusion. I know for a fact that title posted online 10 years ago. There are books on this. Search the used bookstores if you really don't believe me. He said that his Chevy was equipped with a gravity distortion unit. Seriously, we've been through this 10 years ago. Actually, my time machine does have a gravity distortion unit. It's not a perfect machine. It was built by a third party who reverse engineered CERN's work. Hence, the gravity distortion is somewhat unstable. Firstly, the unit produces a microsingularity, then it injects electrons to induce rapid rotation. This then generates a localized gravity sine wave. As the time machine passes through the singularity, the gravity distortion unit keeps pressure regulated enough to ensure safe passage. Hope you're taking notes, Fluffy. I'm far from a specialist, so I cannot really explain the mechanics any further than this. As far as the curved black holes go, all I'll say is that they can be manufactured. I assume everyone is aware that CERN has been experimenting with black hole creation. TLDR, shut the fuck up! Unstable? Sounds crazy dangerous, dude. Oh, fuck! Tidal's black holes are gonna swallow the whole world up! He's not just a mass murderer, he's trying to go all the way to human genocide! Find and kill his parents, quick! Convenient that you're not a specialist, I think you just can't convincingly say anymore. How do you see the destination? The Earth is constantly moving, remember? Or did you not account for that? By the way, I'm gonna propose the title equals Howling Theory now, lol. I set my destination with the VGL system. VGL equals Variable Gravity Lock, to be clear. It's a fairly sophisticated piece of technology, but it forms a set with my gravity distortion unit. It functions by recording the local gravity at my destination and locking the local Typler sine wave onto it. By locking onto Earth's gravity, it ensures I don't end up floating in space. It utilizes 4 optical cesium locks to mark the calculations, resulting in a negligible margin of error. Howling name friend, shut the fuck up already. I never heard of any title showing up 10 years ago, Lamau. So the whole universe is knee deep in title shit. Seriously, all this information was present in a title book I've read already. All you're sharing is 10-year-old stale copy pasta. Anyone could do that. How am I supposed to believe you're really him? John Tan is so moe, totally my waifu. Feel free to disagree. This is just disappointment after disappointment. In the end, you've offered nothing concrete. I will admit you're working overtime to make this seem plausible, yes, but you'll have to try harder to convince me. Whoa, I shouldn't waste all day on ad channel. We have more important things to deal with. Namely, the phone wave, named subject to change. We haven't experimented with it since yesterday. It's high time I figure out what's going on with that thing. Hey, Daru. Why are we using an X68000 for this? I mean, it's a 20-year-old machine with specs lower than my cell phone. It's cool, duh. You mean like when the protagonist is Japanese but inexplicably has odd eyes? I don't understand your point. It's cool. If it's cool, then it's cool. What about your new one? Give me a break. You think I'd hook this dumb crap up to my precious battle station? Well, if it slows my stuff down. Well, the lab didn't have any other free PCs either way. Selfish bastard. By the way, did you look into the jellification stuff? Yeah, at the university this morning. Why would a banana jellify? What kind of science are we dealing with here? I examined the sample under a microscope and found it was shredded at the molecular level. Shredded? It wasn't just a phase transition or anything simple like that either. It's more like it turned into something that isn't a banana anymore. Could it have rotted? Nah, there's no way 2 minutes in a microwave could do that. It reminded me of a fractal structure. What, like a mango sponge? Indeed. It's as if you took a banana and drilled an infinite amount of fractal holes into it on a nano-sized scale. Isn't that like nuts? What's the deal with it? I have one hypothesis. Daru gulps hard as I lean in. It's the result of the microwave's electromagnetic waves. What does that mean? It means that if I'm correct, the phone wave, named subject to change, may well be a lethal weapon of mass destruction. If repurposed for military ends, the very history of warfare may be rewritten. I take out my cell phone and hold it up to my ear. It's me. The plan has entered phase 2. Indeed, they'll soon see, all of them, that the day of grand judgment looms large. Oh, by the will of STEINS Gate, humanity dares not defy its fate. El Sai Conqueror. Quit talking to your imaginary friend. I'm done with the wiring. Well, what's next? We have bananas. As I was leaving May Queen earlier, Mayuri asked me to pick up some bananas for her, with her money. Mayuri won't be happy if you use them all though. Weren't they bought with her dough? It's a research grant. Get it correct. You don't have to use the whole thing. One is enough. One. With that, Daru plucked one banana from the bunch and plopped it into the phone wave, named subject to change. We'll never reshape the fabric of a society as long as money dictates the limits of our science. You're the only one who wants to reshape society, Okadine. Come on, set a timer already. Now where did I put my phone? Phone. Now where did I put my phone? Phone. Now where? Oh, it actually manually. Okay, I get it. The phone. You're more perceptive than I thought, Nya. So now you understand what's at stake. The Red Southern Cross will soon hatch, Nya. The time has come for Ferris to journey to the sanctuary. Prepare for... I can say no more, Nya. You know, I'm really sad about dropping my Upa. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Betty Jiro Froggy. Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much. I can't sleep at night. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Samedare. Viewed emails in history at least once. Okay. Okay. The phone wave. There, that was easy. The call connects in an instant. Hello, this is the phone wave, name subject to change. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the hash button, please enter the heating time in seconds. I should have added a skip button to the Maichi guidance system. Having to sit through every time is annoying. For example, press hash 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press hash 120. Except for the whole explanation again. Okay, time to input 120 hash. Message complete. I watched as the inside of the phone wave, named subject to change, start spinning in the opposite direction compared to usual. 2 minutes sure is long. But like, if it's getting caused by EM waves, shouldn't our cells be getting gelled up too? I was still looking bored. Daru finally gets into the discussion at hand. Well, have you ever nuked yourself inside the phone wave, named subject to change? I couldn't even fit in there. Anyway, what's your source on the electromagnetic waves? If you must know, it's my mad scientist's intuition. Oh, so no facts. Edison once spoke thus. Without 1% inspiration, 99% of perspiration is wasted. So, inventors of the world, be inspired! End quote. Wasn't it genius, this 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration? Sorry to disappoint, but in recent years it's become common knowledge that that is a misquote. Mwah! Ha 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 ha! Edison said that. Be inspired. Yes, be inspired, he said. I don't know if that was exactly what he said, but I'm sure it was something along those lines. At least that's what the wiki said. Therefore, as a genius mad scientist, I can always inspire. This is just going to jellify the banana like usual, isn't it? We need a new experiment. Daru opens the phone wave, named subject to change's door and peeks inside. What? What? What are you doing? Well, it's gone. Gone? What's gone? The banana. What is he talking about? I pushed Daru aside and looked into the phone wave, named subject to change. It's gone. It was gone. Do something inside. The banana has vanished without a trace. I take a deep breath and pull out my phone. It's me. Slight problem. We may have awakened something terrible. What do you mean something terrible? I ignore Daru's panicked cry. I'm surprised too. My heart's pounding, but I try to appear calm. I'm invoking emergency order 666. Activate the cold heart protocol. That's a Star Wars reference, right?
A what reference?
Star Wars Order 66.
I have to check. It could be, yes.
What? We need government approval? There's no time, you imbecile. At this rate, Tokyo will be scared to atoms. I put my phone away after yelling. You should be an actor. Where the hell did it go? How should I know? Where did you go? Banana! Banana! Wait, I think I get it now. This isn't Pearson weapon at all. It's a teleportation device. What the? Wait, that's absurd. How else could it have vanished? The microwave was closed. Maybe we should just calm down. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I know. I'll eat one of the remaining bananas. That will calm me down. With that in mind, I reach out for the bunch. I can't believe my eyes. What the? Impossible. Not 3 minutes ago, Daru plucked a banana from the bunch and put it inside the phone wave named subject to change. Or so we thought. But now there's no sign that the banana was ever plucked. Instead, a single jellified banana has appeared among the regular bananas. Oh shit, what the hell's going on? Wait, how many bananas are in the lab right now? Just these, I think. Is this gel banana attached to the same stem as banana you just picked? I don't know, man, I wasn't paying attention. It doesn't look like it was ever plugged. That's right, the bunch is completely intact. Aside from the jellification, it looks completely normal. Not so much as a sign that a jellified banana was stuck onto the bunch after the fact. Hey, Daru, could this possibly be? The word I spoke impulsively a few seconds ago. I hesitate to speak it again. My head is in a sea of question marks. I have absolutely no idea how this happened. But if I'm to describe the sign, then this is all I can say. The banana that was inside the phone wave named subject to change returned instantly to its punch. In other words, a teleporter. We've invented a teleporter. Oh? An unfamiliar woman's voice calls from the entrance to the lab. Startled, I glance over to see who spoke.
Sammy?
Yeah, that's you.
That looks like an interesting experiment.
What? Impossible! What are you doing here? The girl genius whose paper was published in Science magazine at the tender age of 17. The malevolent sadist who tortures men before a crowd of peers. Also known as the zombie! Makise. Cool exposition, bro.
Just who are you calling a zombie?
When did you get here? What are you even doing here in the first place?
I'm here to see you, Okabe Rentaro-san. Or is it Hoyon Koyomi-san?
Perfect. Wait, how the hell does she know my real name? In any case, how did you find my lab? I was right. You're one of the organization's top agents. An Esper with superhuman powers! No wonder you rose from the dead!
I'm not dead, alright? Please stop killing me off. Hashida-san, can you do something about this guy?
You came at a bad time, Makiseshi, with Okari freaking out like this. Daru doesn't seem fazed by this girl's entrance, but why? Have you betrayed me, Daru? Calm down, man. Are you being blackmailed? Or does she seduce you? I glared daggers at Kurisu. That's my favorite right arm. You dare? You've crossed the line, bitch!
Hold of yourself. Hashida-san gave me the address after yesterday's lecture. He also told me your name.
Ah, so that's it. The reasoning made sense, so I probably regained my composure. So you're here to see me, is that it?
That I am. I'm after answers. Whether your claims of seeing me dead were verifiable, or just an excuse for sexual harassment.
Now that she mentions it, she did treat me like I was a perv yesterday. Well, I suppose I should be grateful that she didn't call the cops on me after what I did. But what choice did I have? Anybody would react the same way if a dead person reappeared before them, right?
But your behavior just now gave me all the answers I need. You're a clear harasser, and you're obviously just looking for an excuse, as I'd initially expected.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You got me all wrong here.
Anyway, let's put that aside for now. I haven't properly introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Makise.
Makise.
Makise Kurisu. Nice to meet you.
She frowned slightly, but still held out her hand to me. What is she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips?
You can't even shake hands. Are all Japanese men this difficult?
Shake hands? This girl genius is asking for a handshake? We only met yesterday, and just moments ago she was on the verge of calling the cops. You're not Japanese!
I've lived in America for 7 years. What about it?
America. Look down at her slender fingers. Glossy, healthy fingernails. No unnecessary nail polish.
What's your problem?
The killing intent radiating from you is utterly sublime. But this is what we call martial arts.
Don't be ridiculous.
Then you're a ninja!
That's enough, I told you.
Damn, this woman is completely cold. Her tone gets scary sometimes too.
In any case, more to the point.
Kurisu's gaze is fixed on a bunch of bananas sitting by the phone wave named Subject to Change. Kurisu moved close to it and began scrutinizing the individual bananas with a keen glare. She just brought it into my lap and invited it, and now she started appearing at my top secret gel banner. The nerve.
Fascinating. Have any forceps?
No!
Oh,
Kurisu wriggled a finger deep into the gel banana. Her graced fingertips sank smoothly into the soft and supple fruit. What are you doing? That's precious data!
it's squishy.
Kurisu licks the gel off her fingertip without any hesitation.
No taste. Gross.
Such greatness be unbecomingly childish, old resurrected zombie. If you're truly that hungry, I'll permit you to a proper banana.
No thanks.
Either way, those bananas are Mayushi's. Come, don't be shy. This is an offering. Take it.
As if. Who would eat some perv's banana?
A perv's banana? Eat a perv's banana, squishy finger and mouth, gross with a sour expression. Dao's cranial perversion persists for overclocking, apparently. Makiseshi, can you say that one more time with a more humiliated expression, if you please?
Huh?
Like this. Who would eat some perv's banana? If you could add, well, maybe, right after, that'd be the icing on the cake!
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Oh, Daru, you may be a worthless, disgusting perv, but I must admit that was a master stroke of genius, good sir. Now's a follow-up for maximum combo. Tell me, Makise Kurisu, what did you picture in your mind just now? I'd love to hear the details. Come on, say it, genius girl. What's the imagination of a genius like? I'd love to hear from you.
You ass.
Looks like she's capable of experiencing human emotion after all.
I get it. You're both pervs.
Well, you could say that. I don't want to hear from you.
Okay, if I came off as a little rude, I apologize.
Carissa takes a deep breath before turning to the two of us. She's already composed herself perfectly.
I was only acting that way because you molested me, but I'll ignore that for now. Please tell me what happened to this banana. I'd also like to hear about that. That microwave thing.
Top secret. Pretty much the only thing I can tell you about it is its name. This is the phone wave name subject to change.
I couldn't care less about its name.
I'm afraid that's the only information you're cleared for. Okarin, come here real quick. I leaned in toward Daru, who was calling me in a hushed voice. What is it? Maki says you could probably figure out what's going on with this stuff, right? Well... She is a genius. She would have to defeat my sharp wit. We can trust her intellect at least, but it's hard to stomach her attitude. Then I get a great idea.
That creepy grin. Are you thinking perverted thoughts again?
You said your name's Christina, right?
Who the hell's Christina? I never said that.
Christina sounds like the name of a Hollywood movie star. It definitely has more flavor than her real name. If you wish to learn the secrets of this microwave, then you must meet my conditions.
Which are?
Condition 1. You must become a lab mem.
Ramen?
No! Labman, stupid! It's short for laboratory member!
You mean to say you welcome me into your team? I'm planning to return to America sometime in August, just so you know.
I'll have you sign a non-disclosure agreement for the meantime. Should you break it, I'll have a Science magazine article written to expose you as the perverted mess you are.
Good.
You're a monster, Okarin, but I'll take 5 copies. The second condition is that you'll overlook all past acts of molestation I may or may not have committed. Okarin, you're so pretty. You can be such a pathetic little guy sometimes. Just a pathetic little guy.
Just very Japanese.
Yeah, it's... Yep. Yeah, it's very familiar. It's very familiar territory. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. Those are the conditions. If you can't accept them, you must leave at once. So what'll it be? I don't think it's a bad deal at all.
Yeah, for you. Good grief. Just talking to you has me producing excess noradrenaline.
Where or not you develop temporal mandibular joint disorder matters not to me. Do you accept my terms or not? Well, Christina!
Adding Tina. My name's Kurisu. Ah, fine. Deal.
Good answer. From this moment forth, you are Labman number 004. Welcome, Christina. Codename the Zombie.
I won't answer to either. Use my real name. Huin.
We lock eyes for a minute or so. Kurisu ends up being the first to look away. She really can't seem to help acting like this is all some big inconvenience to her.
You're such a child.
You say something, genius perv girl.
Come on, no more saying perv. I won't treat you like a perv either. So let's drop it already. Good idea.
So long as we're in agreement. Now let's get to brass tacks. Daru, inform Christina about...
No Tina either.
Give Kurisu-kun an explanation on our experiment so far. But I refuse. Oh. In the end, I had to explain things. I throw in a few stories of my own along the way, stories that go wholly unappreciated, but in the end I catch everyone up with the relationship between the phone wave named subject to change and the gel bonners. Kurisu doesn't ask any questions, she's quick to understand it as expected of a genius.
I have to admit, I'm curious about all this.
Well, what do you make of it?
I think we can at least throw out completely worthless theories, like electromagnetic weaponry and teleportation.
The lady doth protest too much.
Can we run the experiment one more time? I want to see it for myself.
Before I could even give confirmation, Kurisu snaps off a regular banana from the bunch. She studiously opens up the phone wave named subject to change and hurriedly sets a timer with her own phone. There's no stopping her at this point, so I just let it happen. It's strange. Watching her, I can't help but think. She looks oddly happy. Far cry from the mood she'd had when she first came here. But I mean, she is a scientist. Why wouldn't she enjoy experimenting? Nice to know she's the type who can actually have some fun.
Okabe-san, Hashida-san, please watch the bananas.
Who are you to give me orders? I am the mad scientist.
Whatever, just keep your eye on the bananas. 60 seconds have passed. Any change?
Nope. Right now, the banana inside the phone wave named subject to change should be jellyfying and returning to the bunch. If it happened just once, we could dismiss it as a mishap or some manner of fluke. But twice in a row? Didn't we have definitive proof that some kind of interaction was happening here?
100 seconds.
A few moments after Kurisu's report. Oh! Without a single sound, missing no beats at all, the gel banner materialized. The number of gel banners on the bunch now amounts to 2. It happened faster than the blink of an eye. It appeared! Ugh! I'm at a loss for words. This phenomenon is clearly teleportation. How does it look?
Huh? At 104 seconds, it disappeared abruptly. Yeah. She's quite flustered. I don't think many people could remain calm enough to witnessing such a phenomenon. So, it is a teleporter. The first in human history. Huh? Teleportation? Is that even possible? It did move, no matter how unbelievable that may be. Quantum teleportation, perhaps? No, that would only be on the quantum level.
Don't avert your eyes from the truth. What you see with your own eyes is everything.
Did it really teleport? It's dangerous to reason from the conclusion. I need a clue. Anything else? Have you noticed anything else about the phone wave?
Oh, right. One time it shot off a huge electrical discharge. What? That's news to me! That's because you weren't around when it happened.
Discharge? How much?
The room lit up like it had fluorescent lights along the ceiling. It lasted around 2 seconds.
What were the circumstances?
I was adjusting the cell phone attached to it. I unhooked it and put my own in. A little bit later, sparky. When was that? Like noon yesterday when you went to see Dr. Nakabachi's conference.
Dr. Nakabachi.
That's right, I went to see Dr. Nakabachi's conference yesterday. Come to think of it, he stole his time travel theory from John Titor. Perhaps the person posting online is just Dr. Nakabachi LARPing as John Titor. Hold on. Daru, you said as much yesterday. Dr. Nakabachi's conference was cancelled. Yeah, but even though we heard about that, you went out with Mayushi anyway, remember? No, I don't remember that. After all, Nakabachi's presentation wasn't cancelled, the way I remember it. I still don't understand why my memory seems to disagree with everyone else's. That reminds me, I sent Daru an email that day. The message I sent somehow apparently arrived on Daru's phone 5 days prior, on July 23rd.
Are you sure you didn't just make some kind of mistake?
Ugh. When Daru had originally told me about it, I was quite skeptical too. I clearly pulled out my phone and checked my sent emails, but it's gone. It should be there, but it isn't. Just like the banana inside the phone wave named subject to change. But how can this be? Isn't Daru's inbox? Why isn't it recorded as having been sent? I definitely sent it around 1 PM. Yeah, that's when the discharge phenomenon happened. Right when the show I was watching was about to end. Suddenly a flash of inspiration strikes. I get it. So that's what happened.
Huh? What?
Oh, this is one of Okarin's usual habits, so don't mind it, seriously. Silence! I've reached the answer, and now the world will tremble! The disappearance of my mail, the strange time step, and the sudden electrical discharge must be related somehow!
And?
Huh?
I understand that they're related somehow, but how?
That's precisely your job to figure out, Christina.
Hashida-san, how do you deal with this guy?
Generally, it's best to just not take him seriously. Bastard, whose side are you on? Whatever, I'll prove that I'm right. If we can reproduce the electrical discharge phenomenon, it should bring us closer to understanding the timestamp mystery. Daru, describe the phone wave name subject to change to status when the discharge phenomenon occurred. I was definitely pushing it pretty hard at the time. I had my cell phone hooked up to the phone wave, testing if it could be controlled through the X6800. I'm home, so hungry! Mari's part-time shift must be over. She's carrying a convenience store bag in hand. It's time to eat! Juicy fried chicken number 1! Okarin, did you buy the bananas? Okarin? Huh? We have a guest. I'm Mayushi. Nice to meet you.
I'm Makase. Apparently I'm a lab mem now.
Wait, really? Wow, a real girl lab mem? Huh? Wait, Mayushi's bananas. They turned into gel bananas.
We used them for an experiment.
But they were Mayushi's.
Mayushi-san, I'll make sure you're reimbursed. Hoyon-san will see to it personally.
Why me? Aw, why do you always have to experiment with Mayushi's food? I definitely ignore Mayuri's whining. It's all for the sake of defeating the organization after all. I follow the phone connected to the phone wave name subject to change and check my own phone and... Okay, Daru, more to the point. What tweaking were you doing on the X68000? Like I said, I was messing with the mail notification settings. I was monitoring the moment I received a message for remote control. That's why I put it on freezing mode for 120 seconds too. I made it so you can start freezing mode from the PC. I tested that out too. That explains what everything on the computer means. Doesn't all look all that different to using DOS. Mayuri, insert the juicy fried chicken number 1 into the phone wave. Name subject to change. Do you guys want some chicken? You can have 1 piece each, okay? So, we've reproduced the conditions that existed when the discharge phenomenon occurred, right? How was it again? You there, assistant!
When exactly did I become your assistant?
Just send something to my phone! So, we reproduced the conditions correctly. If she sends something to my phone while it's connected to the phone waves, name subject to change, then it should arrive with a timestamp from the past, not the present. But my Kurisu just scowls.
I don't even know your email address.
What a useless assistant.
Don't call me your assistant.
Daru, send an email from your phone. Sure, but what? Anything. Send Christina's a perv.
I told you to stop calling me a perv.
Well, let's compromise and go with Okadine's a perv. You traitor!
Good job, Hashida-san.
Want me to send a mail now? Don't tell me you're experimenting on the chicken too. We are. Okay, sending now. Sending, click. Unable to wait, my useless pawn tries to open the phone waiting subject to change its door. Wait, don't open that! Huh? I tried to stop her only to find myself a step too late. Mario gives a confused shrug before opening up regardless. Whoa!
An electrical discharge.
Everyone okay? Somehow.
That was definitely more than 2 seconds.
Oh, Kareem, what just happened? Are you okay? You're not hurt? I don't think I hurt anywhere. I think I'm fine. Looks like covering my area was the right choice. Oh, well, that was something.
Hey, look at this.
The smoke that filled the room finally dissipated, making the entire development room visible once more. What? What the hell? How did that... I mean, yeah, it's a microwave, but it's not heavy enough to put a hole in the floor.
This can't be caused by electrical discharge. Some other problem? Phenomenon?
I can't wrap my head around what just happened. I'm utterly speechless. So, about Mayuchi's chicken. Marie stands up and carefully peers over at the phone wave named subject to change. It's stuck deep into the floor, but she manages to coax the door open. Oh, it's all burned. Mayuchi's fried chicken. Your juicy fried chicken #1 is made with a noble sacrifice towards the success of our grand experiment. Let us pray for its gentle repose. As I said that, my eyes settled on my cell phone. Wait, I almost forgot. My heart pounding, I detached my phone from the phone wave named subject to change. Luckily, it's completely unharmed. I open it, it still works. I bring up my inbox. New emails should come at the top. However, my heart beats even faster. The topmost email is the one Dara was sent before the discharge occurred. This impossible phenomenon is exactly what I was hoping for. I look back for my email history, and there, finally, I find it. Success. I don't know why, but it was a success. The timestamp proves it. I received this email on July 24th, 5 days ago. This is the exact same thing that happened to my Someone Stabbed Kurisu email. A mail on the 29th arrived on the 24th. And just now, the truth was revealed to me in a flash of inspiration. It all connects. There's a meaning behind this series of events, and only one true answer. I've discovered the phone wave, named subject to change's true hidden function. This isn't intuition. That's right. This is conviction.
Just spit it out. What do you think it is?
I feel my lips twist into a grin. The chicken returned to its frozen state. The plucked banana returned to the bunch. The mail was sent to the past.
No way.
Carissa seems to get it now, as expected of my genius assistant. Yes way! This is the choice of STEINS Gate. The phone wave, named subject to change, is a time machine! We've now completed chapter 1. Interpreter 1 Rendezvous. The dawn of a new day. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. I think the mail icon on the top left and where the date is indicates a new mail.
Yes.
Okay. That's you.
Moeka here. Are you a student, Okabe-kun? Are you on summer break, Moeka? Are you a day person or a night person? If you'd rather I email you around a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother, so let me know. I'm just trying to find readers. So let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother. So let me know. Is that it? Did I just read the same text?
There's literally one line. Very bottom.
Okay. Okay. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call me. Is that it's like a pushy emoji?
It's like a sort of like nervous sweating emoji.
Okay. Bye bye, Moeka. I just remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable communicating by email anyway. What about you, Okabe-kun? Moeka? Are you still asleep? Rise and shine. Have you talked to the Super Hacker yet? Oh, I'd also like to hear more about John What's-His-Face. I'm super curious, Moeka. I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Text me when you wake up, okay, Moeka?
She's obsessed.
Very persistent.
Yeah. That's right, this room has a toilet and even a shower area. It's a tad cramped compared to my bathroom at home, but just having one available makes for a world of difference. There's at his computer, his back turned toward me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. Outside it is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, the shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wave named subject to change was also a time machine. But Carissa didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming.
Time machine? A time machine? It can't be.
Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. Mayuri was still feeling a little bit sad over the bananas and chicken, so she skipped her usual cosplay making routine and just went home. Food-related grudges run deep, alas, which leaves the lab empty, save for Daru and me. After seeing the results of our experiment, we naturally couldn't contain ourselves. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave named subject to change is indeed a time machine. The results, however... We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave named subject to change, but everything failed. No change. Nothing happened. After the experiment with the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally, no jellification. Suddenly we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. Now as we're sending messages to the past, first threads reviewed the problems revealed by this last run of experiments. Problem number 1, discharge phenomenon countermeasures. To prevent the risk of fire, we remove all flammable items from the development room. As a just-in-case measure, we prepared 2 fire buckets filled with water and leave them nearby. But that's not a fundamental solution. Problem number 2, inexplicable mass increase. Whenever the discharge occurs, the phone wave named subject to change seems to undergo some unexplainable increase in mass. This is what caused the microwave to crush the table beneath it and crash into the floor. To deal with this issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor too. Problem the third. We still don't really know what the exact conditions are to send a message back in time. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. We started off in high spirits but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this.
I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much. Okabe-kun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk. LMAO. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the IBN 5100. Pretty please, Maika.
Another email pops on my phone. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shiny Finger, the woman called Kiryu Moeka. I've never used email this often before. I saw how fast Shiny Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. Hey, wanna grab some beef bowls at Sampo? Maishi's spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Dara need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. So now we can reply to some of these. Which one do you want to reply to?
I don't know.
Let's go with food. You eat too much anyway. Go on a diet before it's too late.
Meanie.
Reply to an email. Hey, you want to grab some beef bowls at Sampo? Nah, too much trouble. Aren't you hungry? Yeah, but... you're such a bum. What's he doing on a computer anyway? I'm curious, so I occasionally peek over his shoulder. There's an image of a futuristic looking facility I've never seen before. Kinda looks like the facility from the back rooms. So, you know what I mean, right? Like, kinda has that vibe. It's a chaotic metallic cylindrical tunnel, some kind of a rocket thruster perhaps, or maybe the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the
It could be the satellite, the interior.
Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Ooh. The Large Hadron Collider sure is cute.
Yeah, that's what I thought it looked like.
You, what did you just say? Large Hadron Collider? Large Hadron Collider, you don't know about it? I grabbed Dara's relaxed shoulders and wringed them out. Whoa, what are you doing? Are you conscious? Obviously, man. What is this Large Hadron Collider thing? You know, it's what CERN uses to do their experiments. LHC for short. It's wicked moe, dude. Wood. You're listening for something that's not even humanoid? Not like that, dude, but it's something about it that gets me fired up, you know? It makes me smile and stuff. You don't feel it? Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories and the undersides of highways irresistible or something. You, same thing. CERN, huh? What did I? John Taito. Oh yeah, that guy you mentioned earlier. He's the guy Atchin's going crazy about, isn't he? That one may be imposter. I was talking about the John Taito who appeared 10 years ago. He appeared 10 years ago? The same guy? Anyway, John Taito mentioned CERN. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of. Taito made some kind of prediction. He said that before the year 2034, CERN's gonna develop a time machine. A time machine? That's a timely topic. Although it wasn't just Taito from 10 years ago, but what the current Taito said too. Just a casual observation. It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago, 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru. This coincidence could very well be the choice of STEINS Gate. Can we trust this Taito guy? Whether we trust him or not is fundamentally irrelevant. He's bound to us by a single thread, the time machine. So Taito mentioned CERN, we should investigate them. We've got nothing to lose. Tell me everything you know about CERN. Okay, my CERN vault is smoking hot anyways. CERN's the world's largest particle physics research institution. They're located around the border of Switzerland and France, right on the outskirts of Geneva.
Geneva.
What?
Geneva.
Geneva, yeah, right. The place is pretty famous for being the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web.
Yes.
The World Wide Web? You mean the internet? Bingo! The letters you see at the start of any URL. He means the HTTP, what?
Yes.
What were the two dots again? That's a colon, right? Colon.
It's just saying that means the URL thing, HTTP.
No, but like I'm like trying to like. It's like I actually know what the two dots are, the name of it, but it's not coming to me.
I think they're referring to the. You're talking about the URL itself?
Yes.
Hypertext Transfer Protocol?
No, the dots. The dots right next to it. Yeah, it's a colon.
Colon? Hypertext colon
Okay.
protocol. So they're referring to the invention of Mosaic and URLs.
CERN invented that. All I know about CERN is what I read in Taito's book. I never knew they were that amazing. Most people aren't aware, but it's a Japanese research team working at CERN too. What sort of research does CERN do? Particle physics mostly. CERN can do experiments that no one else can because they have the biggest particle accelerators in the world. The low energy antiproton ring, the proton synchrotron booster, the large electron positron collider, and the big boss is the largest accelerator in the world, the LHC, Large Hadron Collider. The LHC is a 27-kilometer long circular tunnel built right underneath CERN's HQ. Its purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reactions. They started experimenting last year. Before they started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes. Oh no, those mini black holes will swallow the Earth. The universe is in danger, etc.
Yeah, that was a real thing. There were people. There was like some concern on the internet about that.
Mini black holes. I'm pretty sure Taito said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true? I want to keep on investigating this, but my hunger's at its limits. I decided it's time to grab a beef ball at some pole. We grab a takeout and head out to the park with it. So what are the chances of that actually happening? 100% that it won't. CERN officially denies it. Even if a mini black hole got formed, the amount of energy would be so tiny it would disappear as soon as it was formed. I just need to check something really quickly. Just want to see if I got any messages. Okay. Alright. It's basically impossible for it to swallow the world. Where there's smoke, there's fire. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Taito's story is true. Some of Taito's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Taito's 2000 experience. There's something important in Taito's tale, or at least I want there to be. I pull out my cell phone and hold it up to my right ear. It's me. Hehehe, don't be surprised. I sniffed out an evil conspiracy. John Taito and CERN. You should understand the significance of those two terms, no? Precisely, they must have deep ties to the organization. Huh, a coincidence? Come now, don't disappoint me like that. You require evidence. If I had to provide it, I heard it in whispers. It's my intuition as a mad scientist. Yes, those bastards seek to destroy the world. Indeed, with many black holes. But, dare I even say it? What if we were to take that technology from them? Precisely. Who exactly do you think I am? In the end, it all comes down to the choice of STEINS. El Sai Kongru. Just who the hell are you fighting with? Daru, I know what we must do. What's that? Don't you what's up me? You're meant to grin like you know exactly what I'm saying. You always give me such like explanations. Try to sound intelligible before you try to sound intelligent. Work with me here. You are a super hacker. We're saying hacker, just say hacker. See where I'm going with this? Nope, not at all. Hack and discern. Is that some kind of joke? I know you can do it, Daru. Expose the dastardly deeds and find any hints you can about the time machine. Dastardly deeds? Who does the managing stuff, Ocarine? Will the phone wave name subject to change become a functional time machine? Or shall it die a death of obscurity as trash? We are at a turning point, my friend. I'm not responsible for whatever happens, okay? Deal. Get started. For your payment, I'll deposit a week's supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank accounts. Oh, let's do it! Daru got so hyped up he wolfed down his beef bowl in one foul swoop. As we returned to the lab, I noticed a familiar woman fixing her bicycle in front of the bronze tube workshop. I can't help but wonder if that mountain bike belongs to her or the shop. Daru, his head filled with thoughts of hacking, went upstairs ahead of me. I stayed to observe the woman. What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Aruma or Amore.
Amane.
Alright, Amane. Amane Suzuha. What's up? She suddenly engages me in a conversation. Hey, what do you guys do up there anyway? I told you before that learning our secrets could put you and everyone you know in grave danger. You're called the Future Gadget Laboratory, right? How do you know that? I don't believe I ever told you. Don't tell me. You're a spy from the organization! That's what it said on your mailbox. Oh. Hello, my guard. Why didn't she just say so? Now that you know, it's not like you can unknow. I'll give you the short explanation, but you must not tell a soul. We work to oppose the shadowy powers that be. The organization, a violent evil institution that manipulates the world from the shadows. Mwah! Ha 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 ha! Wow. Is the evil organization CERN? Huh? Yeah, but... Oh, so I was right! Those guys really are a contemptible lot, aren't they? Did she just say contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation. How did you know? Who told you we were planning on hacking into CERN? Hmm? Huh? Hacking? You're going to hack them? Me and my big mouth. Just answer my question! How did you know about our business with CERN? Oh, well... I mean, I actually overheard you guys talking about it. When I'm down here, I can hear you guys through the window. The window? Come to think of it, if it was open, and Daru and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I've only been working here for a day, but I've got a lot more free time than I expected. I've gone out 4 or 5 times today. Figured that I'd reconnoiter the front of the store. I've never seen that word before.
Me neither.
Good, good. See if I can spot any customers. Reconnoiter? Is she some kind of secret agent? When I did that, I just happened to hear you guys from upstairs. I got kind of curious and started looking into things online. So I learned about all these conspiracy theories about CERN and stuff. Damn, we were careless. Looks like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Anyway, you must not tell anyone else. Okie dokie, I'm not loose-lipped so you can rely on me. Oh, actually, come here a sec. I follow up to Suzuha into the workshop. It's surprisingly quiet inside. Mr. Braun's not here either. Where's the manager? He left a little bit ago, right after your TV got repaired. He probably went to see the chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. A few times I happened to ask him where he was headed off to. He puffed his chest out with pride, saying stuff like, I'm picking up my darling daughter out from school, or my lovely daughter got a cold, so I'm gonna help her get better. Anyway, here's the fixed TV. He said to charge 1,000 yen. Damn manager, I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. I reluctantly pluck a bill from my wallet and hand it over to Suzuha. Thanks for your patronage. Well, just take it away. By myself? Are you joking? Huh? Didn't you bring it here by yourself? This woman seems blissfully unaware that going upstairs with a heavy object takes about 10 times as much effort as going downstairs with one. Is she truly that ignorant of the perils of gravity? I guess I can help, but... Oh, I see. So we're already in the age where women do physical labor. I don't recall asking you for help. Besides, my pride as a man won't allow me to force a girl to help me. Wow! That was so manly. I might be falling for you. You think you can trick me like that? You're lying, aren't you? Eh? What makes you think that? My phone. I baked cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Would it be okay if I baked some for your lab friends, Master? Oh, and it would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with Samadare whenever you have time. P.S. I managed 10 practice swings today. Okay, so we can select from cookies, family, and time.
Cookies.
Cookies. Well done. We warmly welcome your refreshments. In fact, you can come cook for us every day if you want. I'll even provide you with a maid uniform. It's one of my powers. Coloring gentlemen. You have powers? This power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red, then they die. Are there a great many experts like you? How ostentatious. Shirley does have a word for vocabulary. No way, I'm special, you see. Oh, so there aren't that many of you. That's a bit shocking. But it's amazing to meet a real expert in the first place. Maybe CERN really did cause us to develop in some ways. But isn't the ability to see through lies kind of useless in combat? I'd prefer something like absolute sniper precision up to 1,000 meters. Or absolute efficiency at looking at enemies' joints. I think something like that would be way more useful. What is she prattling on about now? She's some kind of airsoft enthusiast? No, wait, don't tell me. You're an organization hitman, aren't you? You're the one they call Miss Golgo, aren't you? Who hired you? Nobody hired me. What's a Golgo? Her confusion is suspicious. This ringtone is starting to piss me off. It's most likely from that male demon's shining finger. Why the frown? Did you get a death notice? Death notice? Just wondering. What the hell is a death notice? Is that a real thing? What I meant to ask was if you got some unpleasant nudes. You could say that. There's this woman who's obsessed with finding an IBN 5100. That's you.
Oh. Okabe-kun. I really hope you reply to me soon.
She's obsessed.
I've been waiting quite patiently. Please tell me the super hacker's address whenever you get a moment. If we don't hop to it soon, someone else might grab the IBN 5100 first, Moeka.
An IBM 5100? You know about them? Yeah. I see, so the IBM 5100 legend is famous, huh? Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought. Yeah, that's it. I heard the urban legend from someone. How much do you know about it? I actually tried looking for an IBM 5100, but in the end, I came to the conclusion that there isn't one in Akiba.
It seemed like she just lied.
Oh, oops, wrong button. Let me just use my mouse.
So it's not that. So the IBM 5100 legend is famous, huh? And she goes, yeah, that's it. She's lying.
Why would she lie though?
I don't know.
I see. Well, that's true. You sound like you know something. Well, I do and I don't, I guess. I don't know about it personally, but I happen to hear about it from a knowledgeable acquaintance of mine, or something like that. Who are you? I was thinking of giving you a bunch of interesting information on the IBN 5100, but when you look at me like that, I don't feel like it anymore. I'm not even interested in the IBN 5100. I'm more concerned with CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't trouble the organization's regime after all. You haven't given me a single reason to trust you. I have no way of determining whether that interesting information of yours is credible or not. Wow, that's harsh. Well, I am acting kind of suspicious. I won't tell you, but I'll give you a hint. And then you'll arrive in agony but you can't figure it out. Truth is, the IBM 5100 has a hidden function. Hidden function? That reminds me, I'm pretty sure the Dawn title from 2000 said something like that. If I remember correctly, the IBM 5100 can do something or other with a proprietary programming language. No way! How did you know? Tell me, tell me! I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. It's another one of my powers. Leading question! I can read your hearts. I can read your heart of hearts. What? No fair! I see everything, Amane Suzuha. Resistance is futile. Cool. Anyway, the IBM 5100 does have a hidden function. It can decipher IBM's proprietary programming language, which was written even before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that interesting? John Titor did actually say something to that effect 10 years back. As it happens, an IBM engineer officially admitted to the function's existence a short time after. Now it's a deep programming language that can only be deciphered with an IBM 5100. The reason Titor traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Moeka wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shiny Finger doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function. That's why IBM 5100s are so rare. If I could get my hands on one, I might be able to fetch a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds, but first I had to deal with CERN. I read my conversation with Suzuha and headed upstairs to the lab where, upon seeing Dara hacking his disk, I take a brief nap. Do you want to stop here for now?
Yeah, that seems like a good place to stop.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Yeah. Lots of information, mostly just I guess yeah, going over the phone waves, teleportation mechanics.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. Let's see. So the timeline has been changed so that John Titor and actually only Rentaro seems to have memory of it, of the previous world line. Which was John Titor's internet posts from the early 2000s, which were around. And we also know that the game is set in 2010 because it was shown on the forum, the ad channel postings. Right. So yes, so now those posts are being made in the present, July 2010, and the John Titor person seems amazed that Rentaro knows things about things that he hasn't posted yet.
Yeah.
And then we've also got this mystery computer, the not IBM 5100.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just did a quick search. One of the world's first commercially available portable computers, released in September 1975, and it looks like the one in the game.
Hmm.
Oh, there's a Reddit post about this too, which I'm not reading. I can just see the title. John Title, why does the IBM 5100 hidden feature myth persist? Interesting. And Suzuha seems strange. She was eavesdropping, but she told him he was eavesdropping. So a person with the intent to eavesdrop probably would not tell them. But then she did seem to hide her knowledge of the IBM 5100, of how she knew about it. And there's also that very persistent woman whose name I can't remember.
Moika.
Mocha, yes.
Yeah, who's also like very obsessed with the IBM.
Mm. And then we have some very Japanese anime awkward scenes, awkward moments.
You perv.
Yeah, I don't have anything more to say at this point.
I see. Yeah, the choices so like the things you reply with like for the mail like are like choices that actually kind of influence the story. In regards to
Do
like
they have a large impact on the story, or do they end up going to the same place?
I don't know. That's for me to know and you to find out. But yeah, I mean, what I will say does it can potentially like influence character relationships.
Okay. I'm just wondering. Okay, so it could replying to a message can put the game onto a different route, depending on which one you replied to.
Yeah.
And the responses are pre-written, so all you're doing is choosing a route.
Potentially. Or maybe I'm just fucking with you and it doesn't mean anything at all. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I don't really have much to say either. It's mostly just
Best stream ever.
yeah, it was mostly just like expositing things, which is fine.
Yes, I'd explain what they think is really happening with the phone wave name subject to change.
Yeah.
And now the orange-haired woman has become a lab member. Kurisu.
Christina.
Yes. And the Tenmyoji was
Tenmyoji.
Can you say it? Tenmyoji?
Tenoji, I think.
Tenoji. Absent. Now, why was he absent? So
because he needed
his daughter.
Well, actually, we didn't know. Well, we don't actually know the reason, but Okabe just assumes it's because of his daughter.
Yeah, is it for the story, or is it just for him to have that character interaction with Suzuha? Okay. I've run out of things again.
That's okay. I've run out of things too. So I guess like yeah, it's a good place to end the stream. So guys, thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. If you'd like, you can check out the link at the top of the screen or top of the stream. Yeah, top of the stream. Which is like links to all my socials if you're interested. I don't really have anything else posted really. But hey, follow in case that changes in the future and I actually decide to think of things to post about. Um, yep. Um, yeah, I guess like we gotta like work on getting a more consistent stream schedule. I think like for me kind of generally works better if it's like kind of during the day, like it's like the late morning.
Yeah, I think for me too.
Cause like during the evening I'm just like super tired.
Yeah, and I feel like I really have to pay attention, or I'm not going to have any chance of figuring this out.
Right. Yep. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you for watching and see you guys some other time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.